big reason that a lot of us are not losing weight is because we're trying to do it alone. The thing about doing it by yourself, it's easy to lie to yourself. Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm so excited to see you. I'm Dr. Andrea Christian Parks and welcome to my channel. This is week number 4 of our February series talking about the reasons we can't lose weight. Now, we started out in the beginning kind of talking about, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. These are the things we think are the things that are causing us not to lose weight. But really what we're realizing is there's a whole pattern of diet rules and beliefs and all kinds of patterns and things that have gotten in our life. They're really this web of challenges that are blocking us. It's just kind of binding us up and holding us back from being able to really get out there and lose the weight. So before we go on to this last and final week of the month, I want to just remind you, because it's there for you. There's this little button that says subscribe, and you just want to hit that button and say subscribe, and it will be you subscribing to my channel, which is free and makes it 2 things, actually many things. But 1, it comes up for you. My videos will come up for you a little more easily. You don't have to go searching. Number 2, it does make more people. The more people who subscribe, the more people who will get offered the opportunity to see these videos. And I want everybody who needs this help to get it. So, what you waiting for? Hit subscribe, hit your notifications, and share and like. If you know people who need this help, please, please shoot them, forward them the video, let them see it, let them get the experience. Maybe they will be calling you up and being like, thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me. Okay, so what is a big reason that we're not losing weight? And I'm going to tell you, this one is one that I thought for a long time did not apply to me. And when I lost my weight, part of what really helped me was to be in a place where I was not trying to figure it out completely by myself. So the big reason that a lot of us are not losing weight is because we're trying to do it alone. Now, I am not saying no one can lose weight alone. I am saying that's a hard way to go. There's other ways to do it, and easier ways to do it in community or with a partner or with someone walking by your side. Here's the thing about doing it by yourself. It's easy to lie to yourself. I mean, I don't know that when people are like, what? I lie to myself all the time. I tell myself stuff, if I were really paying attention or really thinking, it's just stuff that kind of goes through my mind. And I'm like, oh, yep. Like, real easy. I buy some trail mix and then I add stuff to it so it's better because I like it, but I can add my Lily's dark chocolate chips to it. And so anyway, so I will tell myself, the lie is, oh, a handful of that won't hurt. It won't, it's no big deal. Like I'll be in the kitchen and going through and I'll see the trail mix and go, oh, I just need to take a look. That's a pattern I developed over many years of just, I see it, I eat it. I see it, I eat it. I see it, I eat it. Just nibble here, bite here, snack here, little bit. That thinking, oh, well, just a couple of nuts, a little handful, that won't hurt. Complete lie. Complete lie. And if there's nothing to check it, I can lie to myself every day. If I have a partner, someone who I'm accountable to, someone I'm walking through this with, a group that anything, whatever. It's harder to lie to myself because I'm going to have to tell that lie to somebody else and they're going to call me on my lie. They're going to call BS on it immediately. They're like, why would you think that? That's not true. And then you have to go, yeah, I'm sorry, it's not true. Okay, so that's a good example. being with someone else, in partner, community, group, something gives accountability. And until you start to build the strength to have your own accountability, and even then, it's useful to have somebody to bounce things off of, right? But in the beginning, it's super, super helpful to be able to lean on the accountability to keep you honest and to keep you on track and to keep you focused. It's an incredibly powerful tool. In the beginning of a diet, anytime you start, here's why people try to do it by themselves. Because when you start, you get this initial excitement and you're hopeful and maybe this is the one, and and so you get on it and you do it and you stay focused, and that's fine in the beginning. And so you think, yeah, I can do it by myself. But here's what happens over the course of a diet. Over the course of a diet, things don't always go as planned. Things don't go perfectly. There's mistakes that are made. There's, unexpected things that, the diet or your life happens and the diet couldn't accommodate it and things went sideways. Okay. So then you come up with a whole different realm of emotions. Okay. It's not excitement and hope anymore, right? Things didn't go well. So now we're dealing with disappointment and frustration and defeat and discouragement. Those are 4 big ones that we experience in diets. Now, if that's what you're feeling, discouragement and disappointment and frustration and defeat, of course it's hard to keep going. Of course it is. It would be unnatural to be like, yeah, let's keep going. I feel all this negativity. Yeah, I want to keep going. No, you don't. Nobody does. You want to quit because you feel bad. And you're like, it's the diet making me feel bad. It's not really true, but that's what we think. So let's just quit the diet and then we don't have to feel bad anymore. However, then we're going to feel bad because we're not doing anything about the problem of our weight that we really want to get rid of. Then we'll feel bad about that. Okay. How much easier would it be if when you were discouraged or disappointed or you felt defeated or you're frustrated that you had somebody to connect with, share it, problem solve, move forward? How much easier would it be to pick up and keep going if you have that versus trying to do it by yourself, which is where we often are. And that's when we get into what I talked about last week, which is we give up. We give up short term, we give up midterm, we give up long term, we just give up. And so it's so much easier to keep going when you know someone's with you, doing the work with you, being with you, holding you up, holding you accountable, holding your hand, giving you a hug, all of that. So that is the support that you can get when you work with a coach. That's why I'm here as a coach, because why do it alone? Why try to do it by yourself and struggle through all those negative emotions when you have someone who can help you turn that around so you don't stay there for very long? It's okay to feel the negative emotions, but getting over them and moving on is easier with the coach. Now, what do you get to feel when you work with a coach? Yes, if you have trouble on your diet, trouble on your plan, trouble in your protocol, whatever word you want to call, however the plan is that you've built for yourself, you're feeling disappointed, frustrated, and discouraged, and you're feeling defeated. Now you talk to your coach. What does your coach do? Your coach helps you feel compassion for yourself. That's what I do. I help, of course, you feel what you feel. That's hard. A lot of us aren't good at giving ourselves compassion. We're not used to it. We're like, no, you don't deserve compassion. You did bad. You're not supposed to have compassion. You're supposed to get it together. Okay. That doesn't help you move. So I offer compassion because what you are doing is hard work. And if you make a mistake, that's okay. And we can keep going. And it's all right that you made a mistake. And I understand. Happens all the time. The other thing I get to offer you is encouragement. So you don't have to stay discouraged. I get to encourage you. I get to offer you power. You get to be in power instead of victim. We are in one of two places at any given time. We're either at a victim of our situation, our circumstance, or we're in power about it. And I get to help you shift into the powerful place. And I don't mean you're sitting back, woe is me. I'm not saying that. But sometimes where we are is we feel stuck. It's often because we're in that victim place of this is happening to me instead of I'm choosing this. So I get to help you shift back into that powerful thinking, which helps you move forward, which is exactly where you need to be successful at weight loss. I help you stay in commitment. I talked about this in a previous video for this series. Commitment is needed. Consistency is required. You've got to keep going, no matter what happens. And that is something I help remind you of and help you get back on. Get back to your reasons. Get back to your commitment. I also help you see possibility. Because if your brain forgets, yeah, this is achievable, this is possible, I get to remind you. And that helps you to look for the solutions. Well, if it's possible, then there's got to be a way. So what's the way? Which way am I going? How am I going to get it done? And then you go forward. The key is never perfection. The key is never, you got to just grind it out and just never mess up and don't. No, you make the mistakes. You make the little missteps. Okay, but do you get back on? Do you keep going? You keep moving forward? Yeah, you'll get there. You will make it. So if you want help, if you need support, accountability, somebody to walk with you through this, to help you get to your goal, I am here. Go to www.drandreachristianparks.com, go to my calendar and get one of those consulting appointments, one of those consultation appointments, and I will meet with you and we will work with getting you started and begin working together. All right? I will see you then. Go on over there, get yourself an appointment. Okay? All right. I will see you for the next series coming up in March. Bye, y'all.